live view on a Saturday night. So if you just come in, a big hi to you. I've got a cup of tea here to keep me awake, so to speak. It's been a hard week actually, to be honest. Been quite busy. So if you just come on, a big hi. It's Andy. Welcome to Andy's Weird World, or Andy Explorer Live. And this is the live version. So I just wanted to say a big hi. I'm back in the UK now, as you can see, and I found the weather is a bit on the old cold side. Definitely a bit cold side. I want to say hi to Hudson Choice. A big hi to you, mate. Just say you just come up underneath. How you doing? Hope you're feeling fine. Do you know, I do like the comments you come up with. I think they're quite funny actually. I wish I could be just as witty as you, but I just don't seem to manage to do that. Anyway, as you see, I'm back in the UK, and I tell you what, it's enough cold here, isn't it? I arrived on Friday morning, and it was minus one, and it was a bit of a shock, I must admit. But anyway. So we're back in the UK, I can see a lot of things have been happening on the news, sort of thing with Trump and the president of the Ukraine, and lots of things happening now, I must admit. I'm going to do some more videos of around St Neots, because I've been asked to do quite a few. So if you're around the St Neots area, come and say hi. And if you want a video of an area around here, I will try and do something for you. I don't know what to do at the moment. I've got a few. I've been asked to do Potton, which is a village near St Neots, and Hennepin Grey. Hennepin Grey Abbots, is it? I don't know. I've got to do one up there as well, which is near Huntingdon. So I've got a few to do. That's it. Now, one of the reasons why I've come here, and actually what Hudson Choice mentioned to me, he said I should do a separate channel for the African stuff, which is maybe I might do. I don't get all that many views for those videos. Maybe because it's people who are used to me just doing around this area, and you know, they're not interested in what's happening in Africa, and I don't know. But that's an option which I'm thinking I might do actually, a separate channel, but we'll have to see what happens and everything. Yeah, hi Hudson Choice, how you doing, man? And I also want to say hello to Rhoda. Hello, I'm new. Well, welcome. I've got my cup of tea. I mean, how sad am I? Saturday night, sitting in my hallway actually, of all places, and having a cup of tea. That's life, isn't it? So I thought I'd sit down and have a little chat actually, and you know, I got back to watch Britain's Got Talent. I watched that tonight. I like Britain's Got Talent. It's quite funny actually, oh, Rod, you like and subscribe. Thanks very much. I can't read the other one. Is Liam? Hi, how you doing? Nice to meet you. And Joshua, The Only Way, and Brian, good to see you back, Andy. Well, you're in St Neots, and the local videos are simply fantastic. Well, thanks very much. The African videos feel far less familiar and not on what we can visit or picture. That's why it's I can actually understand that. I'm actually trying to make, because I have a couple of businesses in Africa, and I'm trying to make it to join it all together and show you what it's like to live in Uganda, because that's where I live too sometimes. And it's a different world, completely different world. Yeah, Lum's got Britain's Got Talent. It's on Saturday, and it's on next Saturday at 7 o'clock. I think it was. It was on 7 o'clock today as well, and I quite like that. That's some good ones on there today. Yeah, Lime sub. Thanks very much. That's great. Rona, what's your favourite food and drink? I like Chinese, and I also like a Sunday roast. I do. And drink. I'm not a big beer drinker. I'm not that keen on beer. So I like a lot of soft drinks. Probably, if you see in my videos, I'm always drinking Coke or something like that. But if I'm away, like in overseas in Africa, I might have a drink. And someone said to me, "Why don't you have a Malibu and orange juice?" And they said that's very nice. I don't know. I might try that. It's a special cocktail. So else. Wizard Platy. Yeah, Uganda, the best for mineral exploration. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know much about that, but there is a lot of minerals there, and I know the president of you. I don't know him personally, but he's one of the richest men in Africa, and I dare say, he's doing well, very well. He's been sitting there for about 30 years, so I don't know if they should get rid of him or not. I don't know. Actually, while I'm here, I'll tell you a little story about Africa. Actually, it must have been about midnight. The dog, because we've got a dog there, a guard dog, barking like anything, and I said, "What's that noise? Why is the dog barking suddenly at midnight?" And they said, "We have a midnight dancer, or a night dancer, they call it." I said, "What's a night dancer?" And they said someone dances at night, it's a spirit, and he bangs on the door and then sets the dog off. And he said they'll ham at 3 o'clock as well. And no blog, 3 o'clock it hams again. So I said, well, I'm going to have a look. They said, you can't go out because it might get you. And anyway, I did actually go out. No, I couldn't see anything there at all. Really, no spirit. But next day, I spoke to some other people there, and they said, we do have night dancers in Uganda. In fact, a lot of African countries do. I Googled it, and night dancers. And they're like two sides. One's saying it could be, in fact, someone who's a little bit gaga, and they're dancing around, because there's meant to be a woman dancing around naked. And I thought, well, if that's so, I'll be out there straight away. But nothing at all. And the other thing was it's a spirit which is comes out to haunt the living, and that's what they believe. It sounds unreasonable, doesn't it? Yeah. I got a few more things going about Ronia. You love my vibe. Thanks very much. Right. Would you rather? Hang on. Let me say, would you rather gain muscles or gain eagers? I'm not quite sure what that means. I'm sorry. Goal 5 light. Light. Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Earlier on today, I was on TikTok. I did a live on TikTok. I thought I'd have a little go at that actually, and that's quite of a little fun platform as well. And if you ever go to TikTok, it's at Andrew A. Ward, I think that's something like that. As I film a lot of weddings, got a lot of 60-second weddings, just little short versions of different weddings over the years. And if a lot of girls subscribe to that channel because I suppose they like to see what's happening in, on the wedding things and what the flowers are like and the dresses and everything, So that's like, gain eager basically means to be eager, but gain eager basically means be eager, but not in a good way. Okay, how about some merchandise on the New African site, t-shirts and mugs? Well, actually, I have looked into that. I'll tell you one thing. I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to talk about that. I want to show you something. Hold on. I've just got to get it out the kitchen. Right, I'm back. Right, okay. Now, I know if you follow if you followed some of the African videos, you're probably aware that I have a small little farm. And on that farm, apart from bananas, which we grow for, they're special bananas for alcohol. So they make their moonshine, so to speak. It's legal, but it's what they do. It goes to like a manufacturing thing. But I have a lot of cocoa as well, and there's a cooperative where all the cocoa beans go in and they make local chocolate. So here it is. This is the chocolate. I don't know if you can see it there. Oh, it's all back to front, I think, on there. But it says here equator chocolate, because we're very near the equator, and so that all the local growers, it goes into like a cooperative, and they sell it. It's a fair trade, because we don't employ kids and like that to pick the beans and stuff and like that. It's all legit, so to speak, and that's one thing I'm doing. Regarding mugs and things like that, Hudson Choice, I thought about it, but to be honest, I haven't really had the time to get into it really on that sort of thing at the moment. But it's an idea. I got some more. I got a video because because apart from the farm, I have a little. This sounds very grand, doesn't it? I have a small motel sort of thing, not motel, hotel or Airbnb. It's got 8 bedrooms, and we had a party there 2 Fridays ago. I filmed that, so I've got that coming on there. I'm going to use that to promote it a little bit more. It's getting busy. We have people there every night nearly. It could be busier to make decent money, but at least it pays the wages of the people there, and it pays for the electricity, pays for the water, going to pay the tax when the tax, because the tax man comes round and he says, I want my money and all that. So it's a totally funny sort of thing, and we say, yeah, we'll pay later, and they say okay, and they come back. But it's all a bit weird. You've got to be very careful who you pay, because you pay somebody, and then you get the real tax people turn up and say, where's my money? You know, and you said, well, you had some people come round, because they do come round and things like that. So you've got to be very careful, make sure you've got all, everything's legit, because there is a lot of, people try to take money all the time. That's a problem. Andy, the sound keeps going. Oh, sorry about that. Let me say, Rhoda, you got to go. Bye-bye. Thanks for being there. Amazed to see your living conditions. Some people were living in Uganda. Yes. So you must have saw the jungle one. Could I live it? And yeah, I tell you what, it makes you think, doesn't it? How lucky we are. We complain about things, but I visited this jungle village, and she invited me into the house and showed me around, and they were happy. They were very happy. I suppose if you don't know any difference, you're happy. Do you know what I mean? It's like when I was a kid, my parents, we always lived in big old houses, and they never had central heating. And I tell my kids, in the morning I used to wake up and we used to have Jack Frost on the window. Now, if you're old, about sort of my age, you know who Jack Frost was, because on your windows they were all frozen up, weren't they? And we don't have that anymore now, because most houses over here are central heated, so it makes a lot of distance. She likes the decor where you acquired the beanstalk, please. Actually, I don't know. Actually, it's been a long time. Actually, it's going all the way up. It's going up and up to the bedrooms. It's getting bigger and bigger. It is, But I'm surprised it's survived so long, because I haven't got green fingers at all. Not at all, So yeah. So anyway, if you just popped in, a big hi, it's Andy here, and you might have don't know if been on my YouTube channel before and seen a lot of the videos, because I've done a lot about St Neots and also ghosts and everything. And I want to do some more ghost videos as well, actually, because it'd be nice to do some more ghost ones. Yeah. Visa Maya Vlog, I am your new friend. Are you from India? A big hi there, big hi there. I know a guy called, oh blimey, what is his name now? He lived here. He lived in St Neots, but he's moved to Coventry now. He was a big YouTuber, but he was Sri Lankan, I think. But he had a big following in India, I don't know, in Sri Lanka, you know. Yeah, I'm from the UK. I'm actually in England at the moment, but I also live in Uganda as well. And yes, I will support you too. I will press my button for you. Yeah, and yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, no, really, I've only just managed to see your messages, so I'm big hi to you. All right, so that's Vismaya Vlog from India, so big hi to you as well. Oh yeah, incidentally, if you are sending me messages, which is great, can you tell me where you actually are? So, like, if you're in St Neots, just put St Neots or UK, or if you, I mean, I have some people from Canada. I have Michael from Canada who often pops his head in. And then there's another Michael from America as well. I think it's Seattle or somewhere like that. I can't actually remember. So it just gives me an idea, you know, where everybody's coming in from, you know, which is you know, quite nice. So yeah, so I've actually been to India. Been there a couple of times. Actually, I was. But I'll tell you one thing, and I hope you don't get offended. I flew with Air India. I went to Bangkok about a month ago, and I flew with Air India, and I wasn't impressed, to be honest. I'm sorry to say that, but I wasn't. Yeah. So, right, Brian from Wintringham, St Neots. Oh, you're just down the road, mate. Just down the road. I've done a few videos there. I can remember, because that's just obviously Love's Farm. And I can remember when that was just a field, and you know, could I do a local review of churches with some insight history, if you can? Yeah, please. Thanks, as always. Yeah, good idea. I will try that. I'll try and get inside churches legally, of course, and we'll have a look and find a bit of history about them. Yeah, because we've got St Mary's in St Neots. We've got another St Mary's in Amesbury, haven't we? Where the giant's meant to be buried, so I gather. So might be interesting, and you know, so that'd be quite good. It's nice to have suggestions, because sometimes you forget what to film, because I filmed, you know, I've done like the good and the bad about St Neots, and now and then, and pubs and stuff like that. And sometimes it's nice to do something. Hubs and Choice. In your YouTube, there is an analytic to show you where your subscribers are from. Yes, I know. I do know that, mate. I just wanted to say it coming through now, you know. So, but where Hubs and Choice? Where about? Yeah, I think you've told me once before, but you're next to the seaside, aren't you? Somewhere, if I remember right. Yeah, yeah. Do I have any friends from India? I know quite a few people, acquaintances and business acquaintances from India, but I knew Sadat Vidian. Oh, I can't remember his name. I knew him very well. We got on very well together, and yeah, he got married and then went off to live in Coventry. He makes a lot of funny videos, sort of thing, you know. So Bournemouth. Ah, that's right. Yeah, because I watch your videos about your drones and you going over the waters and all that. And I said to you last time when I spoke to you, you're a lot braver than me sending a drone over there. You know, it looks quite nice. I've been looking at another drone actually. There was one, the Nero. I think you did a thing about it as well, actually, if I remember right. And I've seen a few more. It's like very sporty drone, isn't it? So I get them quite easy. got a lot of sensors around it and everything. And you know, I thought they're quite reasonably priced, I think, if I remember right. So, oh, Neo Fantastic, is that it? Yeah, that's probably what it was. Yeah, that looks quite a good little drone. Someone did it, but he wore goggles for it. You know, the goggles and everything, and he flew it along. It's like this racing drone sort of thing. He ran it along a ditch and through trees and stuff like that. It's quite a good drone by the looks of it, and very reasonably priced, I thought, to be honest. Yeah. Could you do blog with that with the mic? Blog with. Could you blog with that with the mic? You could blog with that with the mic. Oh right, yeah. I brought the DJI mini mic. You know, the very small one. That's very good because I brought the African videos. Just the last lot of African videos. I used a DJI Action Pro 5. I brought it actually just to go on that trip to see how it was, and it's quite good actually. It's I like the pocket, but the problem with the pocket is that if you're running around and I'm scared of breaking it, you know. So I tend to use that for doing sort of B-rolls for weddings and stuff like that. The pocket, and then for the blogs, I might just keep with the Action 5. And the quality's quite good, and I'm going to try and film it all in 4K. But the thing is, it takes a lot of you know, memory and stuff really. Mr. TARDIS, hello Andy, hello mate, how you doing? Oh, you're feeling fine? Yeah. Right. Yeah. Where have to go? Mr. TARDIS, have you seen Doctor Who? Well, I know Doctor Who. I watched it when it first came out years ago. I'm showing my age now. In the 60s, long time ago, and then I must admit I lost a bit of interest with it as well. But I've seen some Doctor Who films when I was a kid. I remember that. Yeah. So, but you know, it was quite good. Quite good. I like that. I'll tell you what I found scary. I used to find the Daleks scary, the Cybermen, and the statues. You know, every time you turned your back, the statues moved a little bit nearer. I think that was, you know, I found that a bit scary, to be honest. Yeah. I used to hide behind the sofa to watch it. Yes, yeah. They were the days, weren't they? Actually, you know, I remember watching TV with a kid, with my mum and dad. Just sit down, watch TV. We used to watch like Dad's Army and what was it Love Thy Neighbour? Some others still have them. You sit down, watch TV with mum and dad and all that. But it doesn't happen now, does it? Really? You know, the kids all this. Well, my kids are all growing up now, but they all. You know, they were just on the thing when the internet had just started, and I remember we used to have a dial-up internet. You know, you should do it for a telephone line. You remember that funny noise? That was, you know. Of course, if you're a youngster, you won't know those days. You only know broadband, so things have changed a lot. Things have changed so much. Yeah. So, what are my hobbies? Well, my hobbies are, well, of course, video. I've always been interested in video and TV work, and I used to work for, do some work for some channels a long time ago, and I fly. That's it. I got a pilot's license. But actually, it's run out now because you have to do it, you know, things every year and all that, and I haven't done it now for 2 years, so I would have to be recertified to fly again, so to speak. But yeah, I gave up flying really because several reasons. One, I needed money really for what I was doing in Africa, and you know, flying's not a cheap hobby. it gets quite expensive, and especially when you have little minor accidents like I had once or twice, you know. So what's my favourite restaurant takeaway in St Neots? Right, I like the Chinese one down Huntington Street, next to I forgot the name of it now. Next to Wee's Hairdressers, that end. That's it. Indian restaurants. To be honest, I have not really been into Indian restaurants. Not really. Been a long time. There's a Turkish one on the Market Square, not Indian, but a Turkish restaurant. I went there a long time ago. That wasn't too bad. I can't give you a name. Yeah, did I have a plane? Yes, I did. I did. Sold it. It was they were called ultra. It's an ultralight because they go by weight. It was a fixed wing, means like it looks like a normal plane and everything. And yeah, I've flown about in it. Flew to France in it, and that's a bit scary. But you've got a single engine, you know. You have to get really as high as possible. Well, what's permissible anyway, up to about 6,000 feet. So if you're in the middle of the channel and your engine cuts out, at least you can glide either to France or to England. So, you know, they were the things you worry about, you know. And me too, I always weighed out, you know. As I said, I've had a few little... my problems with my airplane was that I used to run out of fuel. I never put enough in it. I don't know. Landed in a farmer's field once. Farmer come out, gave me some fuel because it just ran on petrol, and off I went. But yeah, I've had some fun with it. I've done it for about 20 years, I suppose. So yeah. So all right. Bigger than a hub. Yes. Yeah. Actually, have I got a photograph of it? No, I don't know where I can find it. If I'm next time I'll do a live, I'll show you a photograph of it. Anyway, yeah. So I used to land. I'm trying to think what's near where you have been. There's like Popular, is it Airfield, I think, near the Isle of Wight. Different places like that anyway. So, yeah, so that's it. I had an old thing called a thruster, which was a tail dragger. Now, a tail dragger is like most airplanes are tricycles. You know, they've got like the nose wheel in the front and two wheels underneath the big wings. And you know, it sits and it goes other way. A tail dragger's when the tail's dragging on the ground, and they are a pilot's plane, and I used to fly them because you're jumping on the rudders, trying to keep the plane straight. You can easily ground loop, which is it's a bit scary, yeah. Do I travel any place out of my native place? Yes, I do. As I said, I've been to Africa, and luckily in my old job, I used to travel a lot. So I've been to lots of countries. I've been to China, Hong Kong, Singapore, Australia. You know, a lot. Not so much in Europe. Oh, mind you, I lived in Norway for a little while. Lived there for, I don't know, how long was it now? 2-3 years, I suppose. And yeah, very beautiful girls there, but very expensive. Not the girls, but the alcohol there, and just to live out there, it was very, very expensive. But the summers are very nice, very nice. Winters are cold, but not bitter like they are here. Over here, it's like a very damp coldness. Certainly feel it, you know. So yeah, so. Hey, Hobson George, Playboy. Yeah. So my favourite place I quite like, well, apart from Uganda, I quite like Malaysia. I used to live in Kuala Lumpur for a while, and then I used to travel to Ipoh, which is like a small town, sort of, I can't remember how it was north of KL, I think, going westway towards Penang, which is like a small little island. So that's quite it's quite a nice place. But it's a long time. It's changed a lot. But I mean, it's a lot more well developed now, I think, really, to be honest. So that's the way things is, isn't it? Really. So if you just popped in, a big hi. It's Andy here. Welcome to the channel and the little live chat. Talking about anything really, to be honest. About anything really, just having a little chit chat and a cup of tea, which is slowly getting cold actually, but never mind. So we're filming tomorrow. I'm going to do a blog just outside Huntingdon. And then I think in a few days' time we're going to do potting. Been asked to do potting again because it's about 4 or 5 years ago since I've did that place. So to develop that as well. And I'm thinking of going to Clop Hill. There's the church there, which is it's built the wrong way around, so to speak. There's meant to be a lot of devil worshippers meant to go there, so that might be quite interesting to have a look at that, see what's actually happening now. Right, Charlie King, heyo, what's your thoughts on the Market Square's renovation? Oh, yes, it's taking its time, isn't it? Definitely. Well, when it's done, I suppose it look quite nice, but my main thing is where are people going to park? I mean, the only way you park is I suppose, really on the other side, the bridge, and you have to pay to go in there, don't you? And then of course there's the other place down Russet Road, is it? Where where Bill's car park used to be. You have to pay there to go as well. So wherever you go, you've got to pay to park. I know you have to pay at also at the Market Square, but I just feel like in some ways it's, I don't know. I mean, it looked nice, but I don't know. They pulled all those trees up, didn't they? They said they were no good, but they planted new ones. But you don't know who's telling the truth or what's what really, to be honest, because that's the first time they came up saying about the trees, or that we had to pull the trees up, they weren't planted right at the beginning, and you don't know. So I don't know. Any old? Yes, there is. If you go way back to, I think, my 5th or 6th blog of when I first started, I went up with a mate who's got like a biplane. I filmed that, and I think there is some footage. There is some footage of me fly, but I don't know if it's on that channel. I'll have to dig it out. There is some somewhere, I know. I'll see if I can dig it out actually, really. I didn't do much filming with me actually, because I wasn't really blogging when I did a lot of flying. Even though when I was blogging I didn't film a lot, just popped into the airfield sometimes. But if you go back 3 or 4, if you go back to the 5th or 6th blog, there is me down there, and you'll see the plane and everything, and yeah, it's quite a good little video actually, to be honest. Right, what else we got there? Any 8mm in a loft to transfer to digital? No, afraid not. I've never had an 8mm camera, never. No, do you know my first video camera I brought in 1980, I think it must have been 82 or 83, something like that. And if you're from St Neots, I brought it from A&N and Audio, and they used to be Market Square then, all those years ago. And I brought that, and it was a big old camera, and to record it on, I'd record it on like a portable video camera, a video recorder, you know, which took a VHS tape, you know, remember the old VHS tapes? And yeah, I took that everywhere with me. I got a lot. Do you know, I've moved several houses there, and I've lost some of the old footage that I had. I got some ones where I had with mates, you know, where I was working, and we filmed a lot of stuff there, sort of jokey films and stuff. But a lot of it's gone missing over the years, and some I didn't bother to transfer, and they're on like little tapes and stuff. And yeah, it's sad. I got one or two stuff that's on YouTube, but on I think it's called Andrew Ward YouTube. I think it is. There's only about 4 videos on there actually, really. Yeah. So yeah. So no, never had an 8mm. Just and that video recorder cost me altogether, I think it's nearly £1,000, and that was a lot of money back then. Well, it still is a lot of money, isn't it? And the quality, I mean, it was pretty dire, to be honest, really. The tube, the camera had a tube in it, yeah? So when you moved it, you had a bright light, you moved it, there'd be like a ghost of it. Don't know if you remember those old days and stuff like that. And then you like, now you buy the cameras now, like the Pocket 3, cost what, £400-500, films in 4K, does a lot of slow motion, and it records it, and it's so much smaller, and technology has moved on so much in the last 20 odd years or so. It's unbelievable, really is. Hello Michael, hello mate, how you doing? It's all right, nice to see you. All right, I bet your parents had you mean film. No, they didn't. No, they weren't actually into filming at all. Not at all, really. They just said, no, that's it. They brought me, my first camera was a 35mm still camera, you know, with a 35mm thing, and that got me sort of into it. And I used to develop the films myself. My dad, we had we used to have made the dark room in the bathroom, had a little red light, and just to do black and white, develop my own black and white, and yeah. But now, I mean, totally different now. It's all digital, you know. You still get black and white you still get, you know, film photography, but it's all, most of it's digital now. All the wedding photographers now are digital now. Very rarely you see anybody with film. I don't think I've seen anybody with film for, I don't know, 10 years, probably, yeah. Yeah. Are you real or AI? Well, if I suddenly freeze, I must be AI. No, I'm here. Yeah. I like the smell of chemicals. Oh dear, you're off again, mate. You're off again. You make me laugh. I'll have to come down to Bournemouth sometime and come and see you, I think. Go out for a drink or something. Show me a few drones that you've got. Might be interesting. Yeah. So, yeah, so what else have I got to say, really? Yeah, not much words. Oh, Donald Trump and President of Ukraine, that was interesting, wasn't it, huh? Dear, oh dear. It's all been over the news today and everything, isn't it? Oh dear. I don't know what to make of all that, really. It's, I bet Putin's happy. I think, it makes you think, well, what has he got over Trump? You know, it makes you think, what's all happening? I don't know. So I don't know what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. It's going to be warm or cold. Don't know. It's probably cold again, I suppose, won't it? Certainly noticed the temperature when I came here after being in Africa, 31 degrees, and come here, sort of notice, you know, how cold it is and everything. It's sort of, you know, makes me cold. Anyway, I'm going to love and leave you now because I've tried to. I filmed a play beginning of February. I've been away and I'm just coming back, and I had to convert all the films, all the footage to MP4 because I film on the Sony cameras, and they use a different codec formula, and so I have to convert everything, which is a pain in the bum, I tell you. Anyway, never mind. So once again, this is Andy. Thanks very much for watching the live. Anyway, I do appreciate it, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do, and please like the videos. Please explore the back catalogue of all the different stuff I've got on there, because there's a lot of stuff on there. I think it's about 350 films on there now. I don't get the time to do it, to be honest, because I always seem to be busy. So that's it. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the little live. I have. I've had a good old time, actually, really, and it's been we've been on there for 45 minutes. Blimey, that's gone quick, isn't it? So that's it. Thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you a little bit later. I hope you like the new video that'll be coming out soon anyway, and well, we'll catch you a little bit later. So I'll say bye for now, and yeah, catch you later. Bye-bye.